Okay, note number 8. The current popular understanding of samatha and vipassana meditations. Samatha means focusing exclusively on a conceptual object, and it will lead to tranquility without wisdom. Alright, that is the current understanding. Then vipassana is contemplating non-conceptual ultimate realities, like I talked about just now, in order to realize the nature of impermanence, suffering and conditionality, leading to knowledge and vision of things as they had occurred. In Pali it is called Yatha Bhuta Jnana Dasana. Based on this current popular understanding, alright, not based on your own understanding, maybe you have a different understanding of what samatha and vipassana is. So I'm not interested in that yet. I'm more interested in classifying the 14 body contemplations according to this current popular understanding. Alright, that's discussion topic number 9. Classify the 14 body contemplations into the current popular understanding of samatha and vipassana meditations. Okay, so what that means is, if you look at the content page, right, you can see there Kayanupassana, contemplation of the body, right? And then you can see a list there, section on in-breath and out-breath, section on postures, section on clear knowing, section on attention to disgust, section on attention to elements, section on 9 charnel grounds, right? So what I want you to do is to discuss which one of these exercises is samatha, which one is vipassana, according to this understanding. Okay?
In our group, basically, we are debating.
Still debating.
Basically the basic concept of samatha and vipassana. Out of 14, we managed to figure out 5.
Okay, what are they? First 5, is it?
The first, in breath and out breath.
Yes.
It can be samatha and it can be vipassana as well. Depend on how we practice it.
Oh, okay. Tell me how. How can it be vipassana and how can it be samatha?
If we only focus on the breathing in and breathing out, that is samatha. But if we focus on the process during the breathing in and breathing out, contemplating the whole phenomena during that period, that is vipassana.
What is the whole phenomena? You're getting away from the cross.
The whole phenomena means whatever affecting all the 5 senses during the breathing in and breathing out.
Oh, I see. Okay. So not just confined to the breath?
No.
Only then is vipassana. If you're just confined to the breath, it cannot be vipassana.
If you only focus in, out, that is samatha. And ignoring the whole 5 senses, if we focus while breathing in, breathing out, we also pay attention to, pay attention to all the arising and falling of the 5 senses, then that is vipassana.
Okay. Alright. Okay, what's the next one?
The second, the posture.
Yes.
Our group concluded that it is vipassana.
Okay.
The third, the clear knowing. This one, I'm not sure.
You don't clearly know.
Clear knowing is supposed to be vipassana. Vipassana. My own judgment. The fourth, attention on disgust. This definitely samatha.
Why?
Because we only focus on the object only. The fifth, attention to elements, earth, water, wind, fire. This is vipassana.
Okay.
The sixth, the 9 channel of grounds. This one not yet done.
Well, you can speak on behalf of your group, right?
This is supposed to be samatha. Because only the object only.
Okay.
Concentrate on the object only.
Okay.
The 7.
Got 7 lah, what's the next one?
Inside the 9.
Okay, thank you. I'm sure some of you would have different opinions. Please come up and share your different opinions. Yes, please.
Bante, if you watch only the breath, but you try to see the beginning, the middle, and the end, and also the gap, that is vipassana, right?
I don't know, you tell me.
I think that is vipassana.
Our group view that samatha, when it's samatha, it refers to conceptual objects, whereas if it's vipassana, it refers to ultimate reality. So if we view it that way, you feel that the in-out breath, anapana, would be samatha.
Why? In-out breath, isn't it the ultimate reality? Is it something that you can feel? Isn't it something that you can experience?
That's right.
So, okay, is that conceptual or is it ultimate reality?
Maybe it's our understanding of conceptual and ultimate reality.
What is your understanding of concept and reality?
Conceptual will be something that we can feel and see now using our senses.
Conceptual?
Yes.
Then, ultimate reality?
Ultimate reality would be something that is beyond the mundane, something that requires imagination, perceiving.
Oh, that's opposite. Concept is something that involves imagination, thinking. Whereas ultimate reality is something which you can experience directly. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so what is your verdict now on Anapana?
So I have to turn this all opposite. So for in-out breath will be vipassana. Postures would be vipassana. Clear knowing would be vipassana as well. Attention to discuss would be samatha. Attention to the 4 elements would be samatha.
Really? Why? Because earth, fire, water are concepts, right?
I think because we cannot really feel, cannot really see something tangible.
You cannot see, cannot feel.
Yeah.
You cannot feel hardness, softness, hot, cold.
True.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can
be felt.
Okay, if it can be felt, then what should it be? Should it be vipassana or samatha?
Should be samatha. Should be vipassana.
Should be vipassana. Okay, what's the next one?
Right. Next one, the 9 different corpses would be samatha.
Samatha. Okay, thank you for sharing. Anyone else who having any different opinions? Since you all says that the section on posture is vipassana, now the concept of standing, sitting, walking, and so forth, is that ultimate reality? Yeah? I mean, standing, sitting, walking, and lying down, these are concepts, are they not? Right? Right? Not? Actually, what is there? It's only elements, right? So how can that be vipassana? So should we be samatha or vipassana? Are you sure? So is it a concept or not? If it's concept, then it's samatha. If it's not a concept, then if it's ultimate reality, then it's vipassana. I know that's the definition, but how would you classify it? Okay, so actually I want to comment on this. When we talk about the 7 factors of awakening, when we come to samadhi, then I will talk more about this. But in the meantime, I want you to bear this in mind. That this is only the Abhidharmika's point of view. The Abhidharmikas actually evolved out of the Buddha's teachings. The Abhidhamma evolved out of the Buddha's teachings. According to modern research, they feel that it comes about through the effort of the elders to, when they were analyzing the Buddha's teachings, they were trying to systematize it. Because the Buddha preached in different contexts to different people, and sometimes there seemed to be some contradiction and some missing link somewhere. So they came out with a model, of reality according to their understanding. And during the early days of the evolution of sectarian stands and positions, the Abhidhammikas stood out as those people who tended to go towards the analysis of things in terms of ultimate reality. But even the Sarvastivadins, who were the very early Buddhist schools, Buddhist early school, had very stringent rules about meditation practice. One of the earliest Abhidhamma texts is called the Abhidharma Hadriya. It's about their concept of different types of cittas and cittasikas and how to practice. So in their idea of meditation evolves around the notion that one must have a lot of conceptual knowledge. You must do a lot of study, of all the different categories of mind and matter, and then only after that you can do vipassana. You go and practice and try to look at your experience and analyze them into their various elements. Not bodily elements and as well as mental elements. So they emphasize a lot on jnana. Jnana is translated as knowledge. There's this term in the suttas that's called jnana dasana, vision and knowledge and vision. Yatha Buddha jnana dasana, knowledge and vision according to what has occurred. Because of their emphasis given to very detailed analysis, this tend to put people off. And then that created a sort of a backlash. Another movement came out as a reaction to that Abhidhammic analytical approach, and they came out with the idea that it's not so necessary to develop jnana. Why develop so much analysis when in the end everything boils down to emptiness? Right? It's empty anyway. Why you want to go and analyze until so fine detail? So they came out with this Prajna Paramita series, and then they talk. It's more important to develop prajna rather than jnana, And their emphasis was on sunyata, and that's why we have this sunyata vada. That is a reaction to the over analytical approach of the Abhidhammikas. So they say, don't worry about all these categories and all this detailed analysis. All you need to do is see everything in terms of emptiness. Kong, kong. Everything is kong. So if you study the available scriptures of the different traditions or the different sects, you will see that only the very early Buddhists have Abhidhamma. The later Buddhists, the Mahasanghikas, those people who have Vijnana mind-only school and the Yogacara school and so forth, they don't have Abhidhamma. Only the very early schools like Sarvastivada and the Pali tradition, they have Abhidhamma. Okay, so anyway, keep this in mind. Defining samatha and vipassana in the way that is popularly understood is only according to the Abhidhammika's point of view. Now we will talk more about samatha and vipassana tomorrow. Regarding my comments about Abhidhamma, they are based on my understanding of the Abhidhammata Sangaha and the Visuddhimagga. I understand that there is actually quite a difference between the Abhidhammata Sangaha and the Abhidhamma concepts that are found in the Visuddhimagga, when compared to the actual canonical Abhidhamma. The canonical Abhidhamma has got 7 books, and they are closer to the suttas in terms of certain interpretations and concepts. Whereas what is found in the Abhidhammata Sangaha and in the Visuddhimagga are new concepts which sometimes contradict the suttas. I studied the Abhidhammata Sangaha and the Visuddhimagga more than 10 years ago, but I did not study the canonical Abhidhamma. Right, so my comments are based on the Abhidhammata Sangaha and the Visuddhimagga. The Visuddhimagga was supposed to be composed around 430 CE, like I showed you the other day, and the Abhidhammata Sangaha was composed in the 8th century. You know, that means between 700 to 800 CE. So there's quite a big difference in time. And when you talk, when you relate that to the Buddha's passing away, modern scholars are still not quite agreed on when the Buddha actually lived. Well, I mean, if we consider it from our Theravada tradition, then there will be about 1,000 years after the Buddha passed away that Visuddhimagga was composed, right? And then it will be even longer, plus another 200, 4 to 7, another 300 years before this Abhidhammata Sangaha was composed. All right, so the longer we are from the Buddha's death, you can expect that, you know, the Buddhist thought and doctrines would have changed and evolved. Okay.